This program has been brought to you by China. Yes, China. Your friendly communist neighbors. We own all of your shit now, including your government.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
profession!
Ooh. Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to YouTube Talk. Good morning. Happy hump day. What's going on, everybody? What's up, everybody? Samurai's like, this intro is epic. Thank you, brother. I loved putting that together. It was fun. I love the new song for the mornings. The new song's great. It is the old song, but it's all new again. So, new song, new video, new intro. Yeah, I love it. They kill Optimus Prime, but it's a pass with just a coma. They were gonna take him out. And because of the backlash of Optimus Prime, they were like, "Oh my God, we've got to totally change that because, well, hey, everybody, Duke's gonna be okay, yay!" But originally, that was it. He was gonna go. That's why they brought the new guy in, and he was related to Duke, and they were going to get rid of it. They were going to get rid of Duke, just like they did Optimus, and they changed course because, yeah, reasons. So we got a couple of super chats right off the bat this morning. Good morning, Jedi Master, Lost in Space, and Sci-Fi Classics Comedy. Guys, go check out Jedi Master. Absolutely wonderful channel. A great guy. The stuff on Lost in Space. He loves talking about Lost in Space. He will go all 100% geek on you. Trust me, and talk some Lost in Space with you. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. Beware of the chair. Beware of the chair. Good morning, Valhalla. Skull to you, brother. Thank you so very much for your $5 super chat. And MB Geeks Bar and Grill, what's going on, brother? He says, I am Dexter Morgan. I am who I need to be. I am who you need me to be. Just in case you didn't know, Dexter broke the fourth wall for the very first time, talked to the audience, and pretty much told them, hey, guys, I'm exactly who you want me to be. What a great season. What an amazing season. What do you do when you have great writers? What you do when you have great writers and actors. What you do when you actually care about the property and you want to keep it going. It's what you do when you actually give a shit about the property. You write about the property instead of this namsy-pamsy Wendy Moira Angela Darling bullshit. Hey guys, let's bring Peter Pan and the aliens. Everybody will like that. Yay, Disney! Yay! Yay! Fucking homos that like it. Yeah. So Dexter was great. What a great season. Best season I've seen since season 4, since Trinity. I never thought they'd come back. I gave New Blood a chance, and ultimately I was disappointed in New Blood. And they came back swinging. They said, "Okay, we get it. We get what you like and what you don't like, and we're gonna handle it appropriately, and we're gonna give you guys what you want." What did they give them? I'm exactly who you need me to be: the Dark Passenger, the Dark Avenger, the Dark whatever. Yeah. You know why? Because there's a lot of bullshit going on. There's a lot of crap going on in the world. And we need people that are going to stand up and go, no, evil's evil. Good is good and evil is evil. And that's just the way it is. So many people want to paint that by numbers for you. They want to paint it. Oh, well, only this can be evil. This can't be evil. No, bullshit. Peter Dinklage did a good job. I don't like him personally. I don't. I think that whole thing about dwarves was shit. That what he said and how he screwed over other people, but he did a great job. He did a great job in the show. So I'll give him that. I will give him that. And it was a great season of television. That's probably the highlight of my year of the TV I've seen is Dexter Resurrection. I'm glad they did it. Thank you for bringing that up. Both of you guys are great. Guys, make sure that you check out Jedi Master's channel. And thank you very much, MB Geek. Brother, all our love, all our prayers, everything goes out to you. And guys, you definitely definitely kick some ass and take some names. So yeah, I got one for you. It is right here if I can find it, because I moved a whole bunch of shit around. Here you go, brothers. Go!
Long live the fighters!
Arwen says he's a great actor. If he just shut up and act, he's fine. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these people, that's the thing. That's the thing. Dean Krantz says, I'm not watching any of the new shit. I will let others do the heavy lifting. Check out Dexter. If you liked the original Dexter, you're going to love Dexter Resurrection. It comes that one season comes in around the same grade I would give season 4 Trinity Killer, which is the best season of Dexter, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. First season's good. Second season's it's okay. Third season was good. So 4th season's the best because it's got the Trinity Killer in it. And I mean, dude, the stuff around that was just great. Anyway, I could sit here and talk to you about Dexter all day. Loki, what the hell are the topics this morning? They're so vague. You're so vague in the description. What the shit's going on? The balance is tipping, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you've noticed. And it's good. They're going to push. They are going to push. There is going to be all kinds of pushing and chest pounding. And guys, this is what evil. This is what's not evil. This poor, unfortunate guy was on a train. He was on a light rail. And because of the failings of society, this bad thing happened. It's society's fault. No, you knew this guy had problems. You knew he had problems, and you were like, I will agree to your bail if you just promise me that you'll come back. And okay, 14-time repeat offender guy that just in and out of jail, in and out of mental care, in and out of their hands, and the entire system failed. Why? Because everybody deserves participation trophies. Everybody deserves to be lenient. We must have compassion for our darker skinned friends. They make it about race. It's all about race. Guess what? It's not. It's about an evil human being doing something to another human being. Guess what? Something in this guy's brain is off. Doesn't matter whether he's black, doesn't matter he's white, doesn't matter whether he's brown, doesn't matter whether he's orange, doesn't matter whether he was fucking green. Something in his head was screwed up, and he did something evil. And we should have compassion and understanding for the guy that knifed this woman and just left her there to die for 2 minutes, while everybody stood up and walked off and acted like nothing happened. Are you fucking kidding me? New York Times pulls out its first article about this, of course, and it's about how evil white people are and how good black people are, and how the whites are going to use this to round up all the blacks and do blah 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 blah. They are scrambling, and they're scrambling because they know they are screwed, and they have encouraged all this bullshit, and they have gone along with all this bullshit, and they are complicit. Guess when it stops being journalism? When it turns into activism. And that's exactly what they've done. And guess what? The pendulum is now swinging back the other way. And God help us if it swings too far. Because then you're going to have authoritarian bullshit and craziness going on the other side of all of this. The people that want to take your shit away are on both sides. Guess what? They're on both sides. Why? Because they like being in power, and they like being the ones making the decisions, and they like being the ones in charge of you. It's that simple. You don't want it to swing too far back. And you know what? You greedy little fucks, if you keep doing this and you keep presenting things this way, you are going to push that pendulum so far that bitch ain't never coming back. That's it. I'm a three strikes and you're out guy. Even then there's limit. Yeah. You mess with kids. No, there ain't no 3 damn strikes. You take somebody out, you end someone, there ain't no damn 3 strikes. That's it. Game over, pal. Game fucking over. William Shakespeare with a $5 super chat. What's going on, brother? He says, preach it, Loki. I'm in and out. You kids all have a great day. Go play on the freeway. Rejoice. Mr. William Shakespeare, love the work, love the writing. Shakespeare, love the movies, love the books, love the writing, love the movies. Take care, my friend. Have a great one. And before you go, take some dragon fire with you, brother. Go! Bongwada says, we support Ukraine. We support sending the arms. But when all the people of the world come to America, the poor and the hungry from different countries, gosh, help me. Listen, here's the thing. You have to, I understand you're like, America should kneel down to the way we do things. No, I'm sorry. That's not the way it works. And I'm not saying throw all of your culture out the window, but you're going to have to adapt. There's adaptation that goes on both sides. This whole Sharia law shit that's going on in Houston, where they're like, you can't do this and you can't have this in your store. No, bitch. That's not the way it works. You don't bring your third world country shit over here and then demand we do things your way. You have to integrate. If you want to open a store and be like, halal, that's your choice. By all means, you can do that. But what you can't do is you can't go around to all of the other stores and be like, you must halal. No, it doesn't work like that. I understand you have ways of doing things that you brought over from your country, but not all those things are going to work here. You have to integrate into society just the way everybody else does. I put out a post the other day. I have Mexican neighbors that way, right there. I have a black neighbor right over there. I have another neighbor right over here that's Japanese. I have white neighbors across the street. We got everything. We've got Japanese. We've got black people. We've got Mexicans. Guess what? We all look out for each other. We all keep an eye on shit for each other. The other day, my neighbor came over and was like, hey, you didn't see anybody over by the house, nothing like that. And I was like, no, man, I've been inside all day. Sorry, bro. I haven't seen nothing. I wish I had. And I genuinely do. If I saw some freaky deaky shit going on, I would have said something. Why? Because we all look out for each other. When the hurricane hit, we were all looking out for each other. We were all helping out. You need ice? I'm going to get some ice. I'll get you some ice. You need this. You need that. That is the way communities should function. Doesn't matter whether I have a black neighbor or not. I don't give a shit about that. It's a human being. People need to stop looking at this through all this racial bullshit because and I don't blame people. I do not blame people. I've seen all kinds of crazy shit for the last 2 days. Every time I open X, I'm like, damn, motherfucker just said a whole bunch of shit. He just said a whole bunch of shit. It's not even about that. It's about human beings and the way human beings treat other human beings. Okay? You can't come here and be like, you have to bend down and follow our laws. No. You have to follow the laws we have here. And guess what? Falafel don't work here. Go deal with your own shit. If you want, go back there. Well, I would be killed and tortured if I went back home. Well, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Can you believe the shit in the UK? The shit that's going on in the UK when they're like, yeah, we can't send this guy back. Well, why not? Because he'd be killed for all the shit he's done while he's here. Wait a minute. Are you seriously telling me that you're not going to send him back? You're not going to deport his ass because they would because of all the shit he did in your country, not in his home country. No, he left his home country so he could do the kind of shit he does here because he couldn't get away with it there. Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? The judge is ignoring his crimes and releasing him any different now? No. No, that it's. Oh God! I bet when Loki said he was going to get ice, the Mexican neighbor got a little nervous. No, no, he didn't, because they've got like 8 people that live over there. That's just I don't. They live the way they want to live. I'm not worried about that. And you know what? Anytime I've had an issue, I've said something, they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, sir." I'm like, "Don't call me sir. Call me sir is like putting an elevator in an outhouse. Don't do that." Just like, just call me Loki. Yeah, no, it's a magistrate. It's not a judge. It's a magistrate. Didn't go to law school. Has her own little clinic and all that shit sit up there. The problem is all these places, CNN, New York Times, they're all going to downplay it, and they're all going to say, "Oh, this is going to be a rallying cry for the alt-right, the alt-right's rallying cry, blah blah blah." You just made it that by doing what you've been doing. You just guaranteed that that's what it's going to be. You guys are idiots. Hush, you. Classic. Damn it. Don't do that. Yeah. if the neighbors across the street from Loki, they're smoking hot. Latinas. What's up, Mark? What's going on, brother? And he would know. He's seen him. We all get along. How do we all get along in this weird thing that they say can't happen because we're all neighbors and we're all looking out for ourselves. We're all looking out for each other and we're keeping an eye out. That's the way it works. That's the way it's supposed to work. When you live somewhere and you get to know people and you're around people and you're like, yeah, I know when I moved in, Miss Mother Abigail that lives behind me, because she looks just like Mother Abigail from The Sand. She was like, "Oh Lord, look at him. He all black. He's wearing all black, and he's got some kind of heavy metal. He's got some kind of heavy metal thing going. Oh no, he's going to be loud and obnoxious." And little did she know, I'm on YouTube in the mornings. It could be loud, and there could be loud metal music and all kinds of stuff. She doesn't hear a peep out of me. She hears more out of her other neighbors. And I like to listen to music. I just don't make my ears bleed. You know, I got my record player right back there. I actually got a record sitting in there. I took the Metal Gear stuff down because I want to listen to music the other day. Never bothers her. She never hears a peep out of me. The sound doesn't go out. You can't hear me talking if you're on the other side of this window right here. You can't hear me. So I'm good. You know, I do what I do, and I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm just trying to live. I want to live, and we want to be safe. And do we have shit in this house that makes us safe? Oh, you damn right. Damn right we do. Even Eris has has something that she can pop some balloons at 100 yards without batting an eyelash. That girl can aim. Regular Annie Oakley. No, the other Mother Abigail. Not Whoopi Mother Abigail. I got rats in the cone because I hate orange folk. No, not her. The other one from the TV movie. And cuckoo, motherfucker. Hey, what rhymes with hump day? Cunt. Good morning, Shellback. How are you doing, my friend? Does your doorbell reload? I wish it did, but we are setting it up when we move. I really like the idea of Alexa lockdown mode, and everything goes black. Strobe lights start to hit, and then the theme to Doom, rip and tear until it is done, plays over the whole house, and you go to work. Alexa, intruder, intruder alert. Going into lockdown mode. I would love that. Yeah, it's hump day. Hump day. It's happy hump day. It's the camel day. Loki, what's this thing like streaming and guys, don't let the pendulum swing back too far because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want it to get bad on that side either. Can't we? There are going to be people that say, "Can't we just get along?" That time's passed. It's time for put up or shut up. Just don't let evil continue, and don't let evil. There's a lot of people that didn't do anything on that bus that could have helped her. There are going to be people that are like, "Oh my God, Loki, you could have pressure on the knife wound and done everything you could to try and help that girl." They just walked away. It's like 2 minutes before someone touched that girl and tried to help her. Don't let evil win. All it requires is good people doing nothing. I understand there's a lot of people that don't want to get involved. I understand there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" And you stand there and you don't do anything. It happens because you are afraid to do something about it. 1A, 2B, B, C. Waiting authorization for 60-second countdown. Code 0, 0, 0. Destruct. Destruct sequence activated. So what's the thing about streamers versus YouTube, Loki? YouTube is pushing AI. YouTube's been pushing AI. We've seen it. 1B, 2B, 3. Thank you, Daryl. Good morning, my friend. Guys, if you haven't checked out Daryl the Derelict, check out his channel, The Back Tube. They do crazy shit on Friday. That's all I can say. 1B, 2B, 3. The shit that's been going on with YouTube lately, they have been pushing AI. And why are they pushing AI? Because imagine getting 200, 300,000 views with ads that they don't have to pay out. What do you mean, Loki? It's safe content. To them, this is not safe content. To them, this is like, we gotta keep an eye on you. So Loki, you're like, we see you. You're a problem because we've got to keep an eye on you, and we got to make sure you don't say some shit that we don't like. We are streamers. I've been a streamer since I started. I put out a lot more streaming content than I do videos. I always have. Mikey and Culture and everybody else was like, "Loki, video. I get it. I understand why they're telling me that. I love them because I love them for so much, but I love me more the fact that they're telling me that. And now they want AI. Why do they want AI? Because they don't have to pay. You can throw all the ad shit you want on it. You can advertise it to hell, and you don't have to pay them out because it's an AI video. By all means, AI is going to replace YouTubers. It's just the way it is. AI is going to replace the video content. You'll have people that stream that you're like, "Man, I remember when a real person used to do all this." But when you start a video, that's one of the most annoying things to me in the world. When I start a video and I'm like, "Oh, look, they got this topic about The Undertaker. Like, this is why The Undertaker didn't like blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Oh, I wonder why." Do you remember when this and this happened and The Undertaker, blah, blah, blah? And it starts and you immediately go, "Oh, God, it's that AI voice." It's that AI voice that I absolutely detest. You recognize it as soon as you hear it. Or it's the girl version, the British girl version. You guys know what I'm talking about? The British girl version that's like, "Yes, today we are going to talk about blah, 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 blah." You immediately know, oh, that's that Brit AI chick. It's not like they're fooling anybody. They're not doing that, but they're getting 200, 300,000 views off of a 20-minute video about nothing, where they talk about nothing, where they reveal nothing. But it's still boom, dominating the algorithm. Why? Because they don't have to pay anything. They don't have to pay that channel shit because they used AI. They immediately go, well, we keep all the ad revenue. We don't have to pay anything. StreamYard wasn't working for Midnight Edge in the morning on Monday, 30 minutes late. They had to kill the first 2 downloads before it finally worked. Spending a ton of money per streaming service that messes up. StreamYards is notorious for having issues. I've had issues with StreamYards. Everybody that's ever used StreamYards has had issues with StreamYards. I don't even promote it anymore. I used to have a link in the description of every live stream I did, saying this is what I use for my stuff, the StreamYards. Check it out. If you want, hit this link and you'll get a discount. Blah blah. I don't even do that anymore because they literally tried to screw me over on. Now I'm thinking about a British gal, Loki. Oh, of course you are. Of course you are. Hello, everyone. Because they tried to screw me over when I went to re-up. So I had a deal because I was OG from back in the day. I had a deal that said, hey, your price is never going to go up. We're going to keep you at this price for all time. As long as you keep your 1-year deal and renew every year, we will keep you at the same price. And I got an email saying, hey, all that's out the window. It's going to be $800 something. I said, no. And Eris said no. So they were getting, I mean, from the two of us, they were getting what they wanted. The problem is that Eris has hers and I have mine. So Eris's was up before mine, and when she went to quit, she said they're offering me the old price. And I said, it's up to you. And she goes, no, we don't really need it. Even at the old price, we don't need to have 2 of them. And I said, well, you can always use mine if you want to. She's still using yours because she somehow figured out how to freebie it. Yes, you can still use StreamYards for free. You can still use it for free for so many hours. I know they said they were taking that away, but she figured out some way to do it. She doesn't pay for hers anymore. So when I went to cancel mine, I did the exact same. I followed the exact same shit she did. And what do you know? Hey, and I emailed them before this. I emailed them and said, hey, what's the deal? I locked in my price. I locked in my price like 5 years ago. You said it would never go up. Well, sir, we've been bought out by blah, 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 and that's not the case anymore. I got the email. I've still got the email. That's not the case anymore. We've got to do this and this and this and blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. But then when I go to cancel, they give me the old price. Because they were counting on you to go, well, I can't live without it. I've got to have it. I've got to have this to do what I do. So I'll just swallow the $850 pill that they're trying to sell me and have another year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's like 2 months for this channel. I'm not doing that. I pay for a video editor every year. I pay for StreamYards every year. I pay for graphics every year. There's so much that goes into paying. I've got t-shirts coming up that I had to pay for graphics for that. There's so much that goes into this that I decide, I'm putting back into. I'm going to put money back into it. Why? Because I believe it's worth it. So I'm going to put money back into it. It's important to me to put money back into it. That's really important for me. Because I want it to be good, and I want the people that come in each week to enjoy it and have a fun time and maybe laugh or cry or maybe think about something you hadn't thought about before. I want it to be good, and I want it to be something that I can be proud of. So I put back in. I don't just go, oh well, this is I've got money from this. I've got money from this person. I got money from this person. I got memberships from blah blah blah. No, I want it to go back in. I'm giving you guys games now once a month. And I do find those. I do find those on sale. That one game a Daigle one, that's usually like $60. I got that for I think like 18 or something plus tax. The money that comes in, I try and I spend thoughtfully on something that I believe will help make things better. Oh my God, why is my phone going off this morning? And why is the sound on? United States. Yeah, that's a call I'm going to answer. No, thank you. Let me turn the damn ringer off because holy shit, that was not something I want to deal with. United States is calling. United States. Yeah, I'm going to answer that. The sad thing is, Loki, the StreamYard alternative aren't any better. No, they're not. That's the thing. And they know it. They used to have Google Hangouts. That was so cool. You didn't have to pay money for any of that. And they decided, well, we're going to get rid of that and make people monetize it. How are we going to have live streams? Back in the day, all the OG crews used Google Hangouts. That's what they did. A lot of people don't know that because they didn't start until the pandemic. The pandemic happened. Why do you want to deal with any of that? Yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. They want to. I'm sure they want to. Even other fucking YouTubers want to. I'm sure they do. ICE is calling to look for Mike. I'm sure. So yeah, I just that was fun. But it is happening. They don't. You are a risk on YouTube. You're a risk. I know Arlena said something, which sucks because Eris were awesome. She can do it. I've showed her how to do it. She's just got to get the files on her stuff. She just has to get the files over on that. I got to get her a new laptop. I do. It's one of the things I'm looking at trying to do at the end of the year is get Eris a new laptop. So Rumble has 6% of the market, not bad for a company less than 7 years old. That's true. They've just got their own issues. One of the biggest issues I've seen lately, because I mean, going to do setup, I don't have any of the problems I used to have. One of the things that infuriated me was I would set up, boom, 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 and then Rumble just wouldn't take it, just wouldn't accept it. I'd be like, okay, everything's there, everything's filled out, everything's ready to go. Click the button, and it would just sit there and spin. That doesn't happen anymore. And it's directly linked to my StreamYards. So that problem is past, finally. That problem is finally past. The other problems that Rumble has is a lot of on the what Rumble does side. If you are talking politics, Rumble is a great place to be. It's a great place to build a channel. If you are talking entertainment, Rumble sucks. Rumble sucks watching on iPhone. Gaming, Rumble sucks. You're going to get more on Twitch. You're going to get more on other platforms. But for politics, Rumble's the place to be because damn, they don't censor you and you pretty much talk about whatever you want to politics-wise. Yeah, bring a booster seat with Chulo in the Oval Office. I can see that. Kick is an option. Odyssey apparently is back out of nowhere. They got sued like 2 years ago and got shut down, and they're back. So there are options out there. You don't have to be on YouTube, but they don't want you. They don't want you rising. You know, we talk about this all the time. We rise together, right? For a long time, Jolly Snowdub was lagging behind me. I pulled in the lead and I was way ahead of Jolly. And then he came back. And then I'd come back. And then he'd come back. And we were like neck and neck for a while. And then boom, he blew my doors off. you see that happening less and less and less. And what has YouTube done? They pretty much like put the brakes on his entire channel. They've done the same thing to Culture. They did the same thing to a couple other people. They just put the brakes on you and you just stop growing. The way you grow is collaboration with other people, hitting other audiences. And that is like 10, usually around 10%. So your percentages of I'm going to pick up this many people when I go over here, you're looking at probably about 10%. Not all of them are going to stay. Some of them are going to ring that bell. Some of them are going to subscribe. Some of them won't care and just don't give a shit about anything you do because they like this other person that they listen to. If you're on camera, Rumble Studio is good. You can stream to YouTube and Twitter. I don't like that you have to be on camera though. Yeah. They've all got problems. All of them. I hate it when it's like, oh, come over to Rumble and you'll have so much better time. If you're talking politics, sure, you probably will. If you're playing video games or doing entertainment or talking entertainment news or reviewing episodes of something, you will go fucking nowhere unless you already have a fan base that you were connected to. That's the problem. Is if it's anything besides politics, you're going to have to leg it out for a very long time, and you probably won't ever get anywhere. Your chances of taking off on Rumble are significantly decreased unless you talk politics. Because it literally is you can say fucking anything and not worry about getting slapped down or taken off or you're not part of the program anymore, blah, 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 blah. Which you see happening more and more and more. Why? Because YouTube doesn't want to pay you money. It's that simple. They want to run ads and all your stuff, but they don't want to pay you any money. They don't want you getting any of the ad revenue. They want to take it all. Of course they want to take it all. They're greedy bastards. It's Google. What did you think was going to happen, Loki? You would think they would be smart. They don't go after the huge channels. You see them going after Neurotic. Neurotic says radical shit that a lot of people would never say on a damn live stream. He doesn't get taken down. I say some radical shit, but I don't care. You want to take it down? Take it down. They are desperate to get people to pay attention to the propaganda again. Control is part of their power. Jay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. And they're losing it. They are. Compared to where we were when the coup happened and the pandemic started, they have lost all of the chips they had. They came out of that covered in shit but smelling like roses. And now people have seen through all of it. People have seen through the bullshit. And thank you so very much, Jay, for that $5 super chat. Guys, like I said, everything you do, everything you throw in, I do my best to put it back in the channel and make sure it gets spent wisely. Thank you very, very much for your $5 super chat. Loki, shouldn't you keep some of that for yourself, though? We do what we do. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And Jay, let's see, what do we got here? How about some of this, bro? Let's pull out the Arakeen Air and have some fun. Let's go!
Long live the fighters!
And this is so true. Just because Trump won and I knew this. As soon as it happened, everybody was like, oh my God, now everything's changed. No, now is when the fighting begins. Because they knew he was going to go after them, and they tried to put as much bullshit in his way as possible to prevent him from doing that and to prevent him from changing anything. No, I have not. But Arlena, I've got it set up in the guest room. I've gotta sit down and find time to sit there and be like, do 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 do. That's Mario. That's not do 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 do. Pitfall. Arlena, and I wish I had it sitting in here. I have to pull it out of the wall again if I want to do that. Arlena and Daryl sent an Atari, old school, almost in perfect condition, the wood grain 2600. So thank you again. I said this after it happened and I talked about it, but I'll talk about it again. Old school Atari, a whole bunch of games, Pitfall's in there. Holy shit! I was like, oh my god, it's Pitfall! Do 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 do. So all of that. I have my original Nintendo, and I have my original Super Nintendo. The Atari and all the games either got thrown out or eBayed or whatever when my parents passed away. So when my dad passed away, my brother threw a whole bunch. She either threw it away or gave it to Goodwill or whatever. And all that gone. All my dad's books gone. My dad had a damn library. Y'all, I'm not shitting you. He had bookshelves all over that house with books. And I'm not just talking about like fiction. I'm talking about encyclopedias. I'm talking about Webster's dictionaries. I'm talking about, I mean, just walls of this shit everywhere because he read everything. And he would go through a book like you go through a damn magazine, you know, waiting on the doctor. He'd go through a book. So all that got thrown out. And I didn't have it. And I've talked about that before. And Arlena and Daryl were both kind enough to they had found that at an auction. And I guess they won. So thank you guys very much. That absolutely brightened my day when I saw that. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that was another thing. Pictures. They had picture books, stacks and stacks and stacks of picture books. No idea. Gone. So it's just the way it is. I'm not gonna sit here and whine and cry and bitch about it, but it sucks. Hail and skull, brother. Hail and skull to Jason Fox. This one, brother, is just for you.
Spartans! What is your profession?
What's up with stop and listen, Loki? Why did you put stop and listen? You want us to stop and listen to you? No. Well, if you want to, sure. Hang out here, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, and hop in the chat. You don't have to just listen. You can talk. You can throw out comments. You can do whatever. No, I'm talking about something else. And I brought this up yesterday to a really good friend. And they were like, "Oh, I do that, Loki, all the time." And I was like, "Okay, just a thing. Stop and listen. Sometimes go outside and stop and listen. Listen to the trees. Listen to the wind. Listen to the crickets. Listen to whatever, and just listen. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to walk around in the yard and contemplating your existence. Just stop and listen. It's not that hard to slow everything down and just listen. Because we go at breakneck pace. How many of y'all are running your asses off all day long and then you're like, oh, I feel like I haven't stopped. I feel like I haven't done this. I feel like I haven't done that. I feel like I haven't gotten to this. I feel like I haven't had time to accomplish this or blah, 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 blah. Everybody has got to take a minute to stop and listen. And I think that'll help. I really do. From the Karen that stole that kid's ball the other day to everybody losing their shit, people blaming race and blaming this and blaming that. Just stop and listen. You have something that's wonderful. That is a gift. You have life. Stop, collaborate, and listen. You have life. You have something so fucking awesome. Guess what? You can be the lead role in whatever you want to be. It's your life. If you think the world revolves around me and I'm so important and everything needs to be my way, whatever. I don't really give a shit. Even though I detest people that act like that. And they hate that. They absolutely hate that because to them, they should be your entire existence. Everything should revolve around their needs. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. That's right. That's right. Mark knows. Mark knows what's up. Me and him had a good talk the other day. We had a really good talk on the phone the other day, and he knows. He knows what's up, Bueller. And he agrees. Stop. Look around. When people are so involved in so much bullshit that they can't stop and just look around and take in their surroundings, you are missing so much. Okay? You are missing so much. Got to get to my cousin's memorial. Oh, brother. All our prayers. I had no idea. I'll message you. We'll be praying for you, bro. We'll be praying for you and the fam. I had no idea. I'm so sorry, Daryl. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything or not, but there's another member of the Valhalla crew that lost someone recently. Our hearts go out to them as well. Looks like they did something to themselves. All our love, all our prayers. People who say that, stop saying that. Prayers don't help anything. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that other people don't believe in something. And you can't force your objective bullshit onto other people. We're supposed to live in a country where we have freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to worship whatever religion we want to worship. It's not anybody else's choice but yours. Yeah, condolences. Seriously. All our prayers, bro. You take care and we love you. And if you need anything, let us know. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about the other individual, which is why I'm kind of keeping in their name and what happened to myself, but it looks like a self thing. And that got confirmed the other day, and our prayers for you too. You can't control who people pray for. You can't control why they pray. Stop trying. Stop trying. Our freedoms are being ripped from us, Loki, one by one. They're trying. They're doing their best to. You shouldn't pray when something bad happens. Sure, you should. You shouldn't get up and help somebody on the subway, on the light rail. Guess what? They tried to do that too. You know what? There are a ton of people condemning the people that were on that train. Look at what they did to Daniel Penny. They tried to destroy his life, his career, everything, because he dared to stand up and say, no, not today. I'm not watching this shit go down. They tried to destroy him. And it wasn't because he was white. It was because he was a good person trying to do a good thing. And they hate that. They fucking hate that. Sit down, shut up, and don't pray. Yeah. Sit down, shut up, watch the evil happen in the world, and don't do anything, and don't pray. Don't you dare pray. God, please look after Daryl and his family while they're going through what they're going through, and please look after. I can't. You know who I mean. The other individual, because I don't know if they want this out there or not. And his family, please. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. If YouTube wants to take me down for that, I don't give a shit. You're not going to stop it. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop what we do. I've never prayed on a stream before, ever, until today. You can't stop me from doing that. They will call good evil, and they will call evil good. And I was talking to, I sent a message to Jonas on X, Jonas Campbell, about, we were talking about something. I said, wasn't there something in Proverbs that talked about, evil being invisible and the lies that will get told and all that? And that's, you can take it straight out of the Bible. You can take it straight out of Proverbs. They want to pass themselves off as these people that care so much about you. They don't care about shit. They just care about themselves and their own agenda and being in control and having the power that they have. YouTube isn't any different. Google isn't any different because they're in the pockets of all these people. You have sold out. Guess what? CNN sold out. Guess what? New York Times sold out. It's not journalism. It's activism. Why do you think I'm so hard on other people that come in this sphere and just throw out bullshit? Why do you think I'm so hard on it? Because there has to be some kind of integrity. There has to be some kind of journalistic integrity if you want to be a journalist. If not, you are just an activist. That's all you are, is an activist. If you're gonna lie and you're gonna throw shit out there and you're gonna make shit up, that's all you are. Google has gone down that road. YouTube's gone down that road. The New York Times, the CNN, you name it. Fox does the same shit too. So don't think I'm not looking at you, Fox. They're more honest than others, but that's because they're being honest about their own opinions. CNN will sit there and lie to your face and say one thing 1 minute, and turn around and say the exact opposite because Trump said it. That's not journalism. That's activism. That's all it is we don't like you and we're going to talk massive kinds of shit about you. So what I'm saying at the end of all this is it is okay to tune out. It is okay to turn that fucking phone off. Turn it off. Hit the button. Turn it off. Put it down. Turn the computer off. Turn the interwebs off. Turn MSDNC off. Thank you, Shelly. And go outside. All MSM are liars. They're all activists now. And yeah, I'm talking about Fox News too. I don't trust any of them. Fox News is more right-leaning. The right-leaning news you can trust. Bullshit. You do the same shit. And you have. You know how I know that? Because you said shit. Like a threat to democracy. Motherfuckers. This motherfucker's a threat to democracy, y'all. No. He's a threat to your way of doing things. He does things differently. The way that's the way it should work too. If anything, this should scare the fuck out of you that this entire thing with, oh my God, how can he do this? We're going to get the lawyers involved. We're going to do everything we can to blah, 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 is because they can't tell him what to do. Now, could somebody else? I have no idea, but they can't. And they can't guilt him into doing what they want. They can't guilt him into doing the shit that they need him to do. So they throw fits. I heard a thing from 2008 with Hillary Clinton going, we need to shut down the border. We need to be tough on crime. We need to do this and that. And you're like, oh my God, is she a Trump? Is she MAGA? Is she Orange Man bad? No, it was 2008. And they weren't playing this, oh my God, we have to be fucking gentle to everyone. There you go. It's more important to know things they don't repeat because the things they do report are lies. So what's the best way to deal with that? Turn it the fuck off and walk outside and listen. Close your eyes and listen. The person I was talking to about that said, I do that, Loki. I do that all the time. I said, good. Because that is so important. It's so important to cut out all that crap. Take your shoes off. Take your socks off. Walk around in the grass barefoot. Take your jacket off. Walk outside when it's raining and just stand there. Craziest out of everything that's happened over the last 5 years. One of the things that Eris thinks is absolutely crazy is she'll be like, where's Loki? Loki. And she'll be looking around the house and she'll go, because it's raining. And she'll open the back door and I'm like standing out in the yard in the rain, just kind of like, la, 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 la. I'm not like fucking slipping, sliding down the block or any stupid shit like that. But I'm just standing there, like just letting it. Why? Because that's a gift. We've forgotten what a gift that is. Give me the rain. Give me the water. Go outside and just, I'm here, motherfucker. I went out in a hurricane once. Just because I could. I Lieutenant Danned it out on a pier. Come and get me, you son of a bitch. Woo! Just to feel a little more alive than I felt the day before that. That was a long time ago. That was 27 years ago. But it was fun. Going out in the rain, going out in the grass with your shoes off and your just enjoy it. $2 super chat from Darth Arlene. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Fucking feminism has ruined so much. More toxic masculinity, please. It all needs to burn to the ground. Absolutely agree. Absolutely freaking agree. What's up, Adam? Says, adopting my dog has done amazing things for me. Touching grass is not a term. It's actually great life advice. Yeah, it is. It is. It absolutely is. And both you and Arlena. All right. Feminism, so much bullshit. You shouldn't have to deal with. We need to get back to the human factor. Race is the same thing. This race, all the race shit, it's the same thing. You know what I saw? I saw a human being knife another human being for absolutely no reason. And then people, oh, you're going to be a reason, Loki, because he said she was white. Yeah, but his brain's all kind of fucked up and mush. So it's a human being hurting another human being, which I don't want to see. I really don't. But we are past the, can't we all just get along? Obviously, we are. And that's where we need to be. That's where we need to get back to. They don't want it to get back to that. They don't want it. Who talked liberals into communism, feminism? Idiots didn't come up with that shit themselves. No, they got steered that way. They got pushed that way. And they just did it. They embraced it. They embraced it and they did it. Arlena, we're getting out of here. This one's just for you. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And Arlena, thank you for the $2 Rumble rant. This one's just for you. Let's go and fire it up.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.